to you all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much for joining His Holiness Candramauli Swami Maharaj's daily class. I welcome you all. And today we are continuing with our Srimad Bhagavatam study of second canto. And we have started a new chapter, that is the cause of all causes, fifth chapter. And today's verse is number 2. And we are very happy to have Maharaj on the call again after a brief gap. Hare Krishna Maharaj, thank you so much for your association and time for all of us. And please accept my humble obeisances. All goes to Srila Prabhupada. Share my screen again. Share my screen again. Yes, Maharaj, can please take over.
1 minute. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Yarupam Yadadishtanam Yatasritam Idam Prabhu Yasamstam Yadparam Yatscha Tadvam Bharatattvataha. Narada Muni is speaking to Lord Brahma. My dear father, please describe factually the symptoms of this manifested world. What is its background? How is it created? How is it conserved? Under whose control is all this being done? Purport. The inquiries by Narada Muni on the basis of factual cause and effect appear very reasonable. The atheists, however, put forward many self-made theories without any touch of cause and effect. The manifested world, as well as the spirit soul, is still unexplained by the godless atheists through the medium of experimental knowledge, although they have put forward many theories manufactured by their fertile brains. Contrary to such mental speculative theories of creation, however, Narada Muni wanted to know all the facts of creation in truth and not by theories. Transcendental knowledge regarding the soul and the supersoul includes knowledge of the phenomenal world and the basis of its creation. In the phenomenal world, three things are factually observed by any intelligent man: the living being, the manifested world, and the ultimate control over them. The intelligent man can see that neither the living entity nor the phenomenal world are creations of chance. The symmetry of creation and its regulative actions and reactions suggests the plan of an intelligent brain behind them. And by the genuine inquiry, one may find out the ultimate cause with the help of one who knows them factually. Om Gyan Timirandasya Ganajana Salakaya Chaksun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Namam Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimakti Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pacharine Nirvisesa Sunyavari Pastyatya De Sitarine Vanchikopa Tarubhischa Kripa Sindhu Pevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namaho Namaha Vanchikopa Tarubhischa Kripa Sindhu Pevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namaho Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Sivasari Gauda Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. It is explained that something that is beyond one's ability to understand, one should not simply theorize or speculate upon. Speculation leads to speculation, and in relationship to the creation of the world, simply people put theories according to their own limited observation and speculative mentalities. And this just confuses the population, because no matter how many times they put these theories, there are some people who follow him. And they're always changing their theories anyway, which shows that none of the times they're right. Prabhupada was discussing with his disciples one time where they were explaining one recent discovered theory about how the cosmological creation is arranged. And the conclusion was, we have come up with this understanding, and we know it is not complete, but it is better than what we gave you before. So they give you sophistry at best. It's not even sophistry. It is actually simply imagination. And therefore, they call themselves scientists, but they're just mental speculators, that's all. And therefore, people never understand what is actually the truth. One has to go, Mahajano Yena Kata Sampanta, one has to go to the source of knowledge, which is Krishna himself. And Krishna makes available the knowledge of everything through his pure devotees or directly through his own self in the form of Shastra. So by accepting Shastra, we're accepting truth. So there's no need to speculate, no need to conjecture, no need to constantly bewilder people by all of these theories. But they want to play the role of God, or think they can play the role of God. And therefore, what we have results is a bunch of gods who don't agree with each other anyway. And none of them are correct. So therefore, people are in ignorance. Here, Narada Muni, he actually knows the answers to the questions he's asking. But for the sake of verification, for the sake of re-understanding even deeper, he's asking. And he's asking the person who was directly involved with creation, that is his father, Lord Brahma himself. Teni Brahma Eda Adi Kavaye. That the knowledge was given to Brahma directly from Krishna himself, through the heart by the power of Brahma's meditation. And this knowledge is perfect and complete. It is not subject to speculation. It is accepted as it is. Srila Prabhupada knew the mentality of the leaders in the world in terms of giving knowledge. And so when it came to Bhagavad Gita, there had been many versions of Bhagavad Gita. But Prabhupada entitled his version as it is, not just Bhagavad Gita, but Bhagavad Gita as it actually is, not like Bhagavad Gita like I think it is, or I want to make it available in this way. So this is the disease of the conditioned souls, to try to understand something beyond their speculation by the process of using their imperfect senses. And because their senses are imperfect, They cannot reach to the level of perfection, nor can they understand beyond the limit of their senses. Therefore, in all cases, they're wrong. Even on the level where they can use their senses, they see things and they explain them contrary to what is actually the reality. Because people are in ignorance, and the process of understanding is the process of creating one's own ideas. It becomes very beneficial for the individual to do that, because if they're very intelligent in using words, they can write many theses, they can write theories, they can write papers, they can put themselves in front of different agencies and speak very nicely. And they get some money, they get some award, they get some credit. And it's all about that. It's not about giving the truth at all. So the world is in ignorance, and it's in gross ignorance, both in knowledge and in the purpose of life. Therefore, one has to hear from authority. So here we're understanding what is that authority. The authority is those who know directly, or who know by way of hearing from the Supreme Authority, Sri Krishna himself, or the Supreme Personality of Godhead, like that. So knowledge comes in two forms. One is called the Aropanta, and the other one is Avarompanta. Aropanta means up, Avaropanta means down. Avaropanta gives transcendental knowledge because it's coming down from the higher source. Aropanta is speculative knowledge. It's called Anumana. It's based on limited observation and speculation based on observation. I remember once I heard one theory that they had described certain cosmological arrangements in the heavens. And after 35 years of accepting this one theory, they had to throw the whole thing out, because Einstein had said, he was a great scientist, and he was not a speculator. He gave what he could understand within the limited range, but he said that God's creation is beyond our ability to understand. He made so many statements in relation. He was a man of God, although he was a great scientist. But in one of his theories, he talked about the theory of light refraction, whereas what you see by your telescopes and by your observation is not where it actually is, because light refracts or reflects an object from one place to another, and it appears to be in one place, but it's actually millions of miles away from the place. So he gave many theories on this. Ignoring his theories, they created their own theories. Then finally, after 35 years of cheating the public, they had to admit everything they made was wrong. So, see, one scientist will get envious of another scientist because that scientist's theory is being accepted and his not. So he'll find ways to destroy that other scientist's theory and present his own theory. So this is going on in the name of science. Science, as Prabhupada said, is observation and experiment. They have some observation which is limited, and they make experiments which are also limited, and they come up with some conclusion. But their experiments are just as limited as their observations. And so, just like, for instance, the Bhagavatam says the moon is 1,600,000 miles farther away from the Earth than the sun. The modern scientific theory is the moon is closer to the Earth than the sun. But Srimad Bhagavatam, and actually many of the Puranas, which deal with scientific uh, uh, knowledge or knowledge beyond the senses, says differently. So we accept Bhagavatam. When Prabhupada was here, he gave a lecture in 1969 in California, and a radio show was an interview. And at that time, people were thinking, oh God, we went to the moon. They were talking about this moon landing, and they were showing these films on, you know, one giant step for mankind. And they were making so many boastful statements that we actually went to the moon, and they had these films of these people walking on this deserted crater-like surface and saying we went to the moon. And Prabhupada said, the moon is a heavenly planet, and it's inhabited by personalities who live on the moon. And like every place in creation, there is living entities. You see that on this planet also. There's living entities in the water. There's living entities in the air. There's living entities that permeate all of creation, even in the phenomenal material world. So, and then they say, well, all of these different things we see in the cosmological arrangement are simply decorations for the sky. Nobody's there. It's just light. It's just planets, and all the planets are empty because we are the only ones in the universe. It's more like some child's fairy tale when you listen to the scientific observations they give you. But it's not only childish, it's actually dangerous because they make their theories and they make their statements based on this false evidence and teach people accordingly. But here, Narada, he actually knows the answer to the questions, but for the sake of verification and for the sake of giving that same knowledge to others, he's inquiring from the authority. And this is the process of receiving knowledge. And that everything comes, evam paramparam prakto evam rajasayo vidu. We get our knowledge ultimately from Krishna, who gives his knowledge through the process of pure transcendental personalities who are pure devotees in loving service to the Lord. And one person receives the knowledge, Brahma receives it, he gives it to Narada, Narada gives it to Vyas, Vyas gives it to, who is it? The disciplic succession is there, and it comes down, and when we hear it from our founder Acharya, His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada, we're getting the same knowledge that Brahma is giving. It's not being changed, it's not being redesigned or reinterpreted, it's not being added to. And therefore, this is the process for receiving knowledge that is beyond the range of the senses, and receiving knowledge in general. And so one should understand that this receiving knowledge is perfect. And therefore, just like Prabhupada would use the example, the child doesn't know much, but if he hears something from his father and he repeats what his father says, that child is giving perfect knowledge, although he's only a child. So we may know, we may not be able to understand fully or even partially what knowledge we are being given, but we accept it because it comes from the perfect authority. And that is the process of receiving knowledge. So in this Krishna conscious movement, one should adhere strictly to the teachings of Srila Prabhupada. Because whatever Prabhupada has said, he's getting it from his spiritual master all the way back to Krishna. Nothing is being changed. When Srila Prabhupada was given credit for the knowledge that he gave to us, he said, my only credit is I didn't add anything. I didn't take anything away. I presented it as it is, according to one's own realization. So one presents that same knowledge, maybe using slightly different word sentences, but the essence of the knowledge is intact. It is not changeable like that. So that's, therefore, when we can say that the devotee in Krishna consciousness knows everything because they're getting the knowledge from the source, from Krishna himself, through the parampara system, which is the system Krishna has set up perfectly to disseminate knowledge to those in the conditioned world. So we don't have any problems. We can say for sure, yes, the moon is farther away than to the earth than the sun is, despite whatever scientific theories come out. And of course, so-called scientific theories like that. So here we're hearing about how a devotee gains knowledge. A devotee that never thinks, I know. The devotee wants to understand more. Therefore, asking questions is a very important part of receiving knowledge. We may also read, but that doesn't mean we fully understand. And we may also reinterpret what we read in our own brains. Therefore, even when we read and things become a little obscure or not clear or not fully understandable, we ask questions because that will establish the truth. And when we establish the truth and act on the truth, we are successful in the execution of our activities. And therefore, devotee doesn't have any problems with knowledge because they're getting the knowledge from the source of knowledge. All they have to do is hear with attention and repeat as given. It is that simple. Prabhupada said, I gave it to you. You simply repeat it, but you may repeat it in your own words to explain it according to time, place, and circumstance. That doesn't mean you change it. That means you adopt it so it is relevant to the audience that you're speaking to. And that is preaching. That is preaching. Mm-hmm. Okay, so this chapter is really interesting because it gets into Brahma's role in relationship to Krishna and how we can understand that role, because some people will say, just for instance, Hiranyakashipu, very powerful demon, also highly intelligent. He thought Lord Brahma was the source of creation. He thought Brahma was the supreme personality. And therefore, when he performed his austerities, he prayed to Lord Brahma to grant him benedictions based on his austerities. Brahma came, but when he asked one thing, he asked to be immortal. Brahma said, I can't give you something that I am not. So it was understood by that statement that Brahma was saying that, yes, I am not immortal, but I'm coming from that same source of immortality where everyone comes from, the supreme immortal, supreme personality of Godhead. But because I have a material body, I'm subject to change. Whereas Krishna, or the Supreme Lord, Vishnu, Narayan, and then all of the manifestations and incarnations are immortal. They exist eternally, and they appear at different times for different purposes. But their existence is never lost simply by their disappearance. They always exist somewhere. Okay, and that's also true about the living entities. We also, as living beings, we exist eternally. Although we may not exist in the same body or in the same environment, we exist eternally. Somewhere, at one point, we were in different places, and if we don't make it back to the spiritual world in this life, we'll be in some other material situation. And this continues on. But we exist eternally. Yeah. And so, therefore, the knowledge that we're receiving is coming from the source, and that knowledge helps the conditioned souls to understand their relationship with God, act according to that relationship, and receive the benefit of that activity, and that is to get out of this cycle of birth and death. So we should ask questions based on how we can make advancement towards the perfection of life, which is to serve God and to awaken our natural love for God through service and through the transcendental knowledge that elevates one's consciousness to the platform of eternal knowledge or real knowledge, transcendental knowledge. Okay.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Maharaj. Such a wonderful class, explaining us about the parampara and about how we should not speculate and go through these theories. Thank you so much once again. Dear devotees, any questions or comments or realizations, you can please go ahead now. Please turn on your cameras if possible, wherever you are. So, Maharaj, while others are thinking, I just have just a basic question. Like, so when we are talking about the speculation and the theories, so how do we not fall in those things? Because a lot of books are available around us, and a lot of things are going.
Stay chased to Prabhupada. Why read these other things?
Mm,
That's all you can hear from Prabhupada. Prabhupada put everything into Srimad Bhagavatam and in his writings, his teachings, his conversations. Why do we need to hear from so many other sources? What is the benefit or what is the reason?
mm,
We know that everything is speculation because they keep changing. They keep changing. They keep changing. Even they will admit they haven't got the truth, but they're working on it. And Prabhupada said, yes, they give you a post-dated check. Here's $1 million. You can cash it after 1,000 years. But still, it won't be no good at that time either. So they're all bluffers. They bluff. Why read? Why hear from them? They can use nice words, which may attract a person's mind to some kind of literary presentation, but doesn't mean it has any value.
Maharaj.
Yeah, the jackal can paint. It can look like a beautiful bird, but when it starts talking, it gives out its real identity.
Yes, Maharaj, that's true. Thank you. Thank you. But so when we are talking to the new people, as this is Gita Marathon month, so when we talk to new people or invite them to read Bhagavad Gita, so they usually say that we already have Bhagavad Gita from this, from that. So how to tell them, how to give them tips, like how to go to the parampara, or we should read authenticated or we should have some authority who gives Bhagavad Gita? Like,
Well, Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, always think of me, come my devotee, worship me, offer your homage. Then he says to surrender to me. So if you're actually reading Bhagavad Gita, are you actually doing all these things?
okay.
That means, what is the value of your Bhagavad Gita if you're not following Bhagavad Gita? Bhagavad Gita is not just some, some relaxing reading. It's meant to awaken. Krishna is giving instructions. He's giving directions. He's telling you who he is, what is the world, who you are, what is our relationship with him, and what is the goal. So if you're reading Bhagavad Gita and you're not doing any of the things that Bhagavad Gita says, what is the use of your Bhagavad Gita? And Prabhupada would also say, he showed that until Bhagavad Gita as it is was released in the world, who actually became a devotee of Krishna in the real sense. In India, maybe because many of the commentaries there were in line, not fully in line, but Krishna says, that he is the object of everyone's worship. And he teaches how to do that. So I'm reading Bhagavad Gita, but I'm not following Bhagavad Gita. So what's the use of your reading? It's wasting time.
The application is the main difficult part, Maharaj. So that's
Oh, we also teach them how to apply it.
yes. Yeah.
That's also part of the knowledge is application. But before you can apply it, you have to understand it. And even if you don't understand it, at least hear from those who do, and they can teach you how to apply it. And that is the activities of bhakti. People like to speculate. People like to think they can figure it out. I got the knowledge. I'll figure it out.
Yes, Maharaj, that's true. Yeah.
Man, this is the disease. It's a disease. Because if you're not actually coming up to the standard of which Bhagavad Gita is teaching, then what is the value of your reading or so-called understanding? Get understanding from those who know. Yeah, just like Prabhupada would say, and when there's one verse, Krishna says, surrender to me. And one commentator says, it's not the Krishna that we have to surrender to, but it's the unborn, unmanifested aspect within Krishna. That's some word jugglery. So Prabhupada said, just see, Krishna is saying surrender to me. He's saying something else. So the commentators will try to restructure Krishna's words to fulfill some kind of personal ambition or desire, or just to create something new. Because if you want to sell books, you have to say something different. So Prabhupada said, if you want to say something different, write your own book. Don't use Bhagavad Gita to cheat people and claim this is your book. It's not your book. It's Krishna's book. And only those who are fully in line with the knowledge Krishna's give, are qualified to, speak about Bhagavad Gita, not persons who want to make their own profit from it. And I was sitting on an airplane in India one time, and man, very nice gentleman, very polite, friendly. He presented me, we talked, and he said, I have this Bhagavad Gita created by my guru, and he's showing, and through the Bhagavad Gita, where that Lord Shiva is the supreme. He said, "Here, I would like to gift you this Bhagavad Gita." I said, "Well, I don't really have time to read it." So thank you very much. I wasn't going to accept his nonsense. But Krishna says, Krishna makes it clear that I am, and Arjuna, in a few verses, gives the knowledge that Krishna is the speaker of Bhagavad Gita, and that same Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Yeah, that's why when you read Bhagavad Gita, it doesn't say Krishna Uvacha, it says Sri Bhagavan Uvacha. Because if they say Krishna Uvacha, people will come up with different ideas of who Krishna is, what he is, and therefore they'll restyle the whole idea. But Bhagavan means one who's complete in 6 opulences. And only the Supreme Personality of Godhead is known as Bhagavan. Of course, sometimes we say Bhagavan Shiva or Bhagavan, this person, but they're using the word very loosely. Real Bhagavan is one who is full in 6 opulence, one who has all wealth, all knowledge, all strength, all renunciation, all fame, all beauty. This is Bhagavan. You have to be careful. Today, the world is full of cheaters. Full of cheaters. And especially in India, it's very profuse everywhere. But it's filtered into the Western society too, because it's profit. It's all about doing something different to entice people to get interested in something new. But there's nothing new. Everything has been given. But you have to get it from the right source.
Yes, Maharaj. Thank you so much. So, yeah, but we always depend on our intelligence instead of depending on Krishna or depending on scriptures or Shastra.
But what is the use of our intelligence? We're suffering in this material world that shows how intelligent we are. You're so intelligent, stop your suffering. Stop disease, stop old age. Stop anything that is causing suffering. They can't. They get a toothache and they go to the dentist. He stops it because they pay him money. The world's full of cheaters. That's why Prabhupada came. Prabhupada came on behalf of the Supreme Lord to give the eternal knowledge that was there from the beginning of time, and now presenting it within the context of modern civilization without changing it.
Devotees, any questions or comments? Please turn on your cameras if possible. It would be nice to have your darshan. You can ask question from any of the other topics we had discussed previously in these days, or anything else also. Trupti Mataji, you want? Yeah, please go ahead.
Hare Krishna, my Danvat Pranam to you, Guru Maharaj. My obeisances to all the devotees. My humble obeisances to you, Guru Maharaj. And just wanted to say we are very happy to see you today. Not that all the other classes, everybody's taken, we didn't enjoy that. We did enjoy that. But we're very happy to see you. and enjoying your class. I'm sorry I can't attend much because I'm on my way to book distribution. So, but very happy to see you again and enjoying your classes.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Guru Maharaj.
Thank you, Mataji. Aarti Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Hare Krishna Guru Maharaj. Dandavat Pranam. All Gurus to Srila Prabhupada. Please accept my humble obeisances. All Gurus to all Vaishnavas. Thank you so much, Guru Maharaj, again for the timings. And there is one question, Guru Maharaj, like how to improve our concentration.
How to improve concentration? You mean like in chanting, in reading?
Yes, Guru Maharaj. Like while listening, if I can concentrate 5-10 minutes. Again, like for a second, for a blink of eyes, I will be like, I will miss the moment, and again I will try to concentrate. So, like in half an hour class, I will miss 2-3 seconds. So 2-3 seconds means I miss the point.
Keep practicing, you'll get it. What can we say? Something like concentration, you have to apply yourself. You have to listen carefully. Listen, that's what it means. It's the scriptures say you have to listen with attention, with absorption. Hear not only the words, but hear the mood behind the words. And then you'll get the full impact of what is being said. If your mind is restless, then practice it. What did Krishna tell Arjuna when he said the same thing? He said, "You're asking me to control the mind, Krishna, but I think you're asking me to control the wind." And what did Krishna say? Yeah, it's difficult, but practice. And stop using your mind for material sense gratification, and then you'll be able to control it. We can't control the minds because we're still focused on enjoying material world. And therefore, when we try to control the mind on this level, it's difficult because the mind is still jumping due to its association with the material energy, which is always changing. But practice it anyway. If you read the verse from the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, what is it, verse 635, I think it is, something like that, that Krishna says, Abhyasena tu kuntaya vairagya chigriyate. Constant practice and detachment from sense gratification. And then you'll be able to control and focus your mind. Do those things that help to control your mind and avoid those things that cause your mind to be, like a monkey.
Thank you, Guru Maharaj. And the same thing we should do while doing the japa?
Yeah, japa means concentration. Listen carefully. When the mind goes on to something else, bring it back to the sound. Krishna says, wherever the mind wanders, due to its unsteady and flickering nature, bring it back under the control of the self. Practice.
Thank you so much, Guru Maharaj. Like while chanting,
the problem is when we like something, we can get absorbed in it, and we're not attracted to something, it becomes hard to get absorbed in it. So we're not attracted to chanting. We do it because somehow or other we're supposed to do it, or we know it's good for our spiritual development. But you can get attracted to it also, like you get attracted to the things that you're attracted to. That'll also happen because if you practice hearing nicely and fine-tune that practice by keeping the mind focused, after some time, the mind will start to accept the chanting, and then there'll be an awakening of pleasure in the process of chanting. And then it becomes easy. When pleasure comes, when the sweetness of the chanting comes, then it's not a matter of effort anymore. And
Yes,
it's
Guru
there.
Maharaj.
It's there. You just have to go for it. Prabhupada,
Yes.
Prabhupada used the example of a person who has jaundice. And jaundice is a disease of the liver. And anything sweet tastes bitter. But the cure for jaundice is sugarcane. And so when you take sugarcane while you have jaundice, it tastes bitter. Although the sugarcane is not bitter, but your experience is bitter. Why? Because of the disease. But the cure is the sugarcane. So in the same way, the holy name is really sweet because it's Krishna himself. But because we have the jaundice of material attachments and material association, we can't taste it. But keep practicing that, and then gradually, and you'll start, and also distance yourself from those things which cause you to become more and more attracted and attached to the material world. And you'll see after some time, your experience will completely change. It won't be just an exercise, it'll be an opportunity to experience the presence of Krishna in his holy name.
Yes, Guru Maharaj. While I do japa, I try to hear the Krishna name, and same time I'm thinking also. So
Yeah, we all have that problem. The mind is there. I have the problem too. I start thinking about some of the services I have to do. But then I realize I'm just wasting mental energy and I'm not getting the benefit of chanting. So when you become aware that you're not hearing, but you're thinking more, and get back to the sound. That's all.
okay, Guru Maharaj. Thank you so much, Guru Maharaj.
You can't expect perfection at the beginning. You have to work at it. It's a cultivation. It takes time, but it works.
Yes, Guru Maharaj. Your class gave me very energy, Guru Maharaj. All the day went so good whenever I hear your class in the morning. Thank you so much, Guru Maharaj.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Yes, Mataji, for all of us, for sure. Thank you. The devotees, any more questions or comments? Dheeraj Prabhu, please go ahead.
Hare Krishna Guru Maharaj, Dandavat Pranam. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Prabhupada, all glories to you. Guru Maharaj, 2 days ago, Sukhava Mataji gave a class on book distribution, and there she mentioned that there are two types of devotees. Like one is Bhajana Nanda, who just chant the holy name, and one who chants and preaches the holy name. So my question, like the time when you said like to preach, like whenever you go to the hospital, you preach, and whenever you go, you preach. But like I don't get that attraction in preaching. But when it comes cooking for the Lord or making garlands or like any other service which I get in the temple, I get more attracted there. But how to like get attracted in preaching? Like what should I do, Maharaj?
Just tell Lord Chaitanya gave the formula. He said, wherever you meet, tell them about Krishna. Wherever you meet, encourage them to chant Hare Krishna. So if they know you're a devotee, then that is preaching itself. Then they can get something from you simply by your presence. But if you get into their mundane subject matter, then you'll go down and you won't have any effect in helping them either. So if you find it difficult to preach, then just preach to people you know. Practice. That's tell your friends, those who know you. Speak about Krishna there.
Yeah.
The thing is,
Thank you, Guru.
the process works if you follow it. If you listen to your mind and it tells you it doesn't work, then it won't work.
Yeah. I have to practice, Guru Maharaj. Yeah.
That's
I have to
all.
read.
Practice. It's not that we become perfect at anything. Either we don't reach perfection in devotion when we start, nor do we reach perfection in the execution of our activities in devotion. But we practice, that's all. Krishna sees you're trying, he gives you the mercy, he helps you, he gives you the intelligence. But if you give up or you accept another way to practice, then you won't be able to receive the mercy. You have to follow whatever the spiritual master says, whatever Srila Prabhupada has given us, follow it. You follow it, it's easy.
Yeah. Thank you, Gurudev.
Thank you, Maharaj.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhupada. Maharaj, I have one more question. Like when you are talking about repeating the words of the acharyas or repeating the words of spiritual master to the audience or while preaching, so I feel that I don't have those type of realizations yet. I'm still far away from them. But when I can I repeat those things which I didn't realize, or we have to restrict ourselves to our own realizations, like how we should do in that area.
Yeah. You don't have to force yourself to speak something that you can't understand. Just speak to your level of realization.
Mhm.
Or speak to what you know works for you.
Okay.
And if you want, you can also repeat what your spiritual master says, what Srila Prabhupada said. But you have to apply it to the circumstance. That's all.
Mm.
I mean, everything is given to us, even the process of how to use it. And therefore, we have to apply it. And if we're not successful, or at least apparently we're not successful, just keep practicing. That's all.
Yes, Maharaj. Yeah, because when we start to give a class, at that time we realize that, oh, I'm not there yet. I don't have this much of knowledge. So yeah, even though we are reading and listening, but still a lot of uh, time is there to go that particular stage to give class or to do preaching effectively. So yeah, that's why I asked this question, Maharaj.
It's like anything, it's a learning process.
Mhm. Yes, that's true.
After a while, you get good at it.
Mm.
Practice it.
Yes, Maharaj. Yeah, I with your encouragement and blessings, I attempted to give class last week. So yeah.
In the temple?
No, Maharaj, here in our daily class.
Oh, here. Oh, okay. Yeah, this is the purpose of this daily class, is to inspire and also, in one sense, edify those devotees who are hearing to get the knowledge and then take it and use it themselves. It's not that we sit there passively for 100,000 years and just keep listening. You have to use it. If you don't use it, you lose it. Knowledge, unused knowledge, is explained in the Krishna book as a pot, a clay pot that has water in it, but the pot has a crack in it. So because of the crack, the water seeps out. So you're putting water in the pot, but it's also coming out. You're taking in knowledge, but because you're not using it, you lose it. Purpose of knowledge is to cultivate an understanding of it and apply it. And part of applying it is to speak about it, to discuss it, to discuss this amongst devotees. We just had a retreat for 10 days, and the whole thing was discussion. My presentation was not, the whole thing was interactive from beginning to end. That's all we did was interactive. And it stimulated a lot of conversations. And devotees got some understanding through discussion. That's how you awaken this knowledge through discussing it. So this is what we're doing now. We're trying to discuss what we just heard. So how does it relate to me? How can I benefit from this? What does it actually mean? All of these are questions that apply to the process of hearing.
Yes, Maharaj. Thank you so much. Sure, definitely we'll follow that. Thank you.
Okay.
Dear devotees, any questions or comments? Maharaj, I don't see any questions. Even I don't have. So can we chant a few rounds, Maharaj, if you have time?
The reason we start a half hour early is because I have a program that comes. I have to leave for the program within 5 minutes. So
We can
otherwise I would be starting at 12 UK time, but I can't do that because of this daily evening program that is available. So unfortunately, I have to leave. But that doesn't mean you can't get together and chat.
Yes, Maharaj, sure. We can chant.
Yeah. Go ahead and find someone to lead the chanting.
I'll play Srila Prabhupada tape chanting, Maharaj.
That's hard to follow. Yeah, get Balaji to lead. He's good. Balaji has a really that voice that resonates with, he's got a resonating voice. Just listening to him, you'll just get absorbed in the chanting.
Jai.
Hare
Yes.
Krishna. Thank you for your mercy and blessings.
Yeah.
Surely will do.
If you chant, it'll inspire everyone to chant. Listening to Prabhupada chant, can you keep up with his speed? I don't think so.
That's true.
And at the same time, pronounce everything clearly.
Yes, Maharaj, sure. Balaji Prabhupada.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, practice.
Let me take my beats back.
Okay, I have to depart. So we'll see you all tomorrow for the continuation of Bhagavatam. Thank you all for coming.
Thank you, Maharaj. Thank you so much.
We'll
Thank you so
turn.
much, Guru Maharaj.
Audible.
Yeah,
Right.
Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Thank you so much,
Jai.
Guru Maharaj. Hare Krishna.
Okay.
Hare
Thank you so
Krishna,
much,
Guru Maharaj.
Thank you, Guru Maharaj. Hare
Hari
Krishna.
Hari,
Guru
Hari
Maharaj.
Hari, Hari Hari.
Hare Krishna Maharaj.
Yeah, dear devotees will continue chanting and Balaji Prabhu will lead us in chanting. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadara Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktavana Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,